Hi everyone. I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to post this. I wanted to post this on Thanksgiving Day, but I've just been so busy helping my son get ready for his big move and watching the kids and stuff. So I really apologize. And I particularly wanted to post it, give you a video on Thanksgiving because I just wanted to let all of you know how very grateful and thankful I am for all of the support that all of you have given me. And so, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. And I want to also share with you, I'll do that in the description, a wonderful short video of a visual meditation of gratefulness, which I find very, very helpful. But anyway, I feel very blessed to have all of you as, I don't want to say followers, but because I really kind of consider you my family and friends but anyway, the thing is that I may look a little disheveled because my son and my two grandkids and my daughter-in-law and everything were just here, and then they just went home. But besides telling you all how really grateful I am for your support and for Christopher and his team and everything that's led up to this moment in time. I just wanted to let you know that I'm still hanging in there, and that there are challenges, but that's to be expected. But I also wanted to share a short little, I hope it's short, a little story about a Thanksgiving that I had many, many years ago that you might find kind of funny. It had to be at least 40 years ago that in the old days, they used, the hospitals and stuff used to give their employees turkeys, as a gift, either usually at Christmas or Thanksgiving, or sometimes even both. So I got the certificate for a very, good-sized turkey for Thanksgiving. And I thought, well, I'll do Thanksgiving this year. I'd never cooked a turkey before, so I thought that, there wasn't that much to it. You just do it and stick it in the oven. So I have invited, friends from work and neighbors and stuff to come for Thanksgiving dinner. And then, but I thought, I want to be really smart, so I thought, well, let me cook it, get it all ready for the night before, so that I don't have to. I'm not like so many of the. It seems like Thanksgiving dinners that I went to that the hostess. Excuse me, I was working outside in the garden. I got fleas, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, the host would work so hard during the dinner and that they wouldn't have any time to enjoy it themselves. So I thought, well, I'm going to be really smart, and I'm going to get everything done the night before, and then so I can visit with my guests. So anyway, this turkey, which was I think about 20 pounds. I mean, it was a huge turkey. I got it frozen from the market, and I thought. So I took it out of the freezer on Wednesday night, thinking, well, I'm going to make the dressing and get all that done. And so I thought that I'd seen people take the giblets and stuff out of the body of the turkey. So I'm looking at this turkey, and it's frozen solid, and I cannot see anywhere a hole between its legs. I mean, I scratched the bottom. I did everything thinking that I could, I ran it under hot water thinking that maybe a little bit of loose skin would fall back and I would be able to feel where the skin was and pull it back and get the giblets out for the dressing, and to no avail. And I mean, really, honest to God, the next time you're in a store, look at a frozen chicken or frozen turkey, you cannot see the opening. So anyway, but running it underwater and stuff all this time, there started to be like a little flap of like skin at the neck, and then I peeled that up, and I saw, there's something in wax paper there, so I took that out, and it was only it was just the two pieces. It was like I don't know what it was, like the two pieces anyway. And I knew there was more, and I thought, oh goodness, maybe that's how they get it out. Maybe you have to go down through the the mouth, like the neck of the turkey, and into the belly to pull out the giblets. And then I'm thinking, because you can't cut a hole there in the stomach. So anyway, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Anyway, so I take my hand, and I can feel paper down there. So I start to work my hand like this, and I work it through the neck of the turkey, and I get through, and then all of a sudden, of course, I get it through the neck, and it clamps on my hand, on my wrist, and I'm thinking, now what do I do? Because it had this block of ice, now this 20 or 25 pound block of ice, it was stuck on my hands, and I couldn't get it out, and it started to be very painful, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to lose my hand. I'm going to get if I don't get frostbite and gangrene and lose my hand, it's going to cut off my circulation. I've got to get this thing off my hand. And so I actually stuck my arm out the window and closed the window on it, and I kept pulling and couldn't get it off. And so then I went over to my neighbor's house to see if they were home, if they could help me, because I just had now one hand, right, to try to get this off. And so the thing is that nobody was home, and now I'm really getting scared because the pain is really, really intense. So I'm thinking the only thing I can do is go to the emergency room. So I couldn't drive. I mean, I might have tried to drive if it had been on my left hand, but I had a shift then, and there was no way I could drive with my without my right hand available. So I called a cab, and I put a big blanket or a towel or something over my arm like that, and then I got the cab, and so it was like like a thing covering like this, and I was kind of moaning because it really hurt, and so I thought, I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure the cab driver thinks I'm probably pregnant, because I said, oh, please hurry, and he really stepped on it and got me to the hospital. So I get out of the cab, and I walk into the hospital, and of course the nurse comes running over, and because you got a big thing wrapped around your arm, so they think you're probably bleeding to death. Anyway, she runs over, and then she pulls off the towel, and I must say she was not very professional, because she had crossed her legs to keep from peeing her pants because she was laughing so hard. But anyway, so she takes me in, and they put me in, and they just had on a stretcher, and they had the rooms were just divided by curtains that came around the room like that, and so they put my hand on a utility tray, and I'm there with this turkey stuck on my hand, and I'm moaning, thinking I'm going to lose my hand. And in the hospitals, they have these codes that they send out, or they do over the the loudspeaker, where like code red is there's a fire, code blue is there's a cardiac arrest. Well, they must have a code stupid, because the thing is that they must have been 20 people that the curtain would go like that, and then the curtain would drop, and they say, oh, excuse me, wrong room, right? Not wrong, well, wrong, whatever. So I'm sure they all just came to look at this crazy lady with this turkey stuck on her hand. So then finally the surgeon comes in, the doctor comes in, and he was at least didn't cross his legs and guffaw, right? But anyway, so he used what they call rib spreaders to, where you put the paddles in, he put the paddles in between and on the turkey's neck, and then and you push them together, which spreads them apart. And so he was able to break the turkey's neck and then get my hand out, and made sure that it was all neurologically intact. I mean, that there wasn't gangrene, or I'm not gangrene, but frostbite and stuff hadn't set in. So anyway, but in the hospital, they said they weren't going to send it to the lab, that they were going to send it home home with me. So they have these bags, these plastic see-through bags, that you usually carry your belongings stuff in. So they put the turkey in the plastic bag, and then I'm walking through the hospital with this dead turkey in a plastic bag, and I called the cab again because now I needed a cab, ride back, and so and I'm standing on the curb there, and I'm waiting for the cab driver, and it's the same cab driver. Starts to pull up. Well, I have never seen a face lose color like that man's face did. I mean, it was like a thermostat where he was pink and stuff like that, and then it just slowly faded, like the temperature going down, and because I'm sure he thought I had a dead baby in the bag. But anyway, so he drove me home, and of course, I had not known that it would take days for a turkey to thaw. I probably would have used it anyway. There wasn't any harm with it, but it wasn't thawed. In fact, it didn't thaw for about 3 days. So we had a Kentucky Colonel Thanksgiving dinner that year. So I hope that kind of tickled you a little bit. I mean, if you pictured it is a pretty funny picture, and I don't eat, not because of that, but I mean, I've been a vegan now for almost 20 years, so I don't have those issues anymore. But that was my first attempt at doing a Thanksgiving dinner. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will try to get. I want to show you the decorations that I did all myself outside, and which is really grueling. I mean, even some of you youngsters might have a hard time doing it. But anyway, I want the next video to show you my decorations out in front. But anyway, I wanted one more time tell you I love you and thank you. And when you think of a turkey, think of me. Okay, love you guys. Bye.